Hello, and welcome to the Intel Brief, your daily intelligence briefing on global geopolitics. Today is Tuesday, 27 August. I'm your host Daniel, the founder of HM Intelligence, and every weekday we bring you not just the news, but the so what from the events and decisions that shape our world. So grab a coffee and get ready to be informed. In today's update, we'll be covering the Israeli army says it rescued another hostage from Gaza. Pakistan's Prime Minister vows retribution following terrorist attacks. And the Australian police carry out a massive nationwide drug bust. So firstly, the Israeli Defence Force, in collaboration with the intelligence services, successfully rescued Qaid al-Qadi, a 52-year-old Israeli Bedouin, from Hamas captivity in the southern Gaza Strip. Al-Qadi, who had been abducted during the October 7th attack, was rescued through a complex operation involving an underground tunnel network. Following his rescue, he was found to be in a stable medical condition and was transferred to hospital for further checks. The Israeli military, while withholding specific operational details for security reasons, emphasized its commitment to rescuing all hostages still held by Hamas. Hamas's attack on October 7th resulted in the abduction of approximately 250 individuals, alongside the deaths of nearly 1,200. In response, the Israeli military has led a significant offensive into Gaza, resulting in a large amount of casualties and displaced personnel. With the Hamas Hamas is considered to be a terrorist organization by several countries, including Israel, Germany, and the United States, and continues to hold around 110 hostages, with ongoing negotiations in Cairo aimed at halting the fighting and facilitating a prisoner exchange. So what? This is a big and much needed PR win for Israel and the IDF in terms of the Gaza conflict. Israeli supporters online are using this as an example for Israel's support of Muslims who do not wish harm upon them, and it will likely work for a little bit. While it is unlikely that this will flip the narrative completely, it does show that Israel cares for Muslims who live peacefully within its borders, something Iran and other anti-Israeli activists deny. However, it is highly likely that Hamas supporters and Iran's bot armies will quickly drown out any positive news with videos of Israeli strikes against what they call civilian targets. And next, Pakistan's security forces have launched a manhunt for separatists responsible for a series of deadly attacks in Balochistan, resulting in at least 61 deaths, including 19 soldiers. The attacks, claimed by the Balochistan Liberation Army, or BLA, targeted buses, a bridge, and a hotel across several districts, marking some of the worst violence in the province's history. The current Prime Minister emphasized the need for strong response, rejecting any sign of weakness as the militants aim to disrupt Pakistan's progress and the China-Pakistan economic corridor. The attack occurred during a visit by a high-ranking Chinese general, highlighting local resentment towards foreign involvement, particularly from China, seen as exploring the region's resources. The BLA, the province's most active separatist group, has a history of targeting Chinese interests. In response, China expressed its commitment towards strengthening counter-terrorism cooperation with Pakistan to maintain regional peace. The militants' actions included taking control of a highway and killing 23 labourers, attacking a hotel, and assaulting a critical railway bridge. So what? While it is likely that the scale of these attacks will see Pakistan increase its security presence throughout the region and decrease the group's operations in the short term, it seems unlikely that this will have an effect over the medium to long term, as the BLA are well versed in waiting out the Pakistan military. Additionally, it is possible that this could lead to the deployment of Chinese security forces to protect Chinese workers and interests in the region. This deployment could lead to a change in Pakistan's security scene if they become more reliant on China for security in certain regions. And lastly, Australian police, in collaboration with New Zealand counterparts, concluded a nationwide operation targeting illegal drug trafficking and organised crime, resulting in over 1,600 arrests. The operation, conducted from August 19 to August 23, led to 2,962 drug-related charges. Authorities seized nearly 1,400 kilos of illicit drugs, more than 2,500 cannabis plants, 71 guns, and over $2.2 million in Australian cash. The operation highlighted the significant impact of illicit drugs on society, contributing to issues such as road accidents, family violence, and other violent crimes. Seized substances included heroin, methamphetamine, cocaine, MDMA, and ketamine. The Australian Criminal Intelligence Commission noted a rise in the use of certain drugs, particularly ones related to fentanyl, which have been linked to increases in overdoses and organised crime. So what? I feel like most people these days have a different view to drugs than people did 30 years ago. While removing the money-making asset from a criminal enterprise is always good, it will be interesting to see what effect, if any, this has on drugs prices around the Australian market. Despite this large drug bust, it is highly unlikely that it will have any real effect on the drug trade going forward. Thank you for listening to the Intel Brief, your daily intelligence briefing on global geopolitics, brought to you by HM Intelligence. If you want to support the podcast, tell your friends and help them stay informed, and leave us a 5-star review. And if you want to learn more about intelligence, why not take one of our courses? They're all online, self-paced, and affordable. Thank you for listening. I've been your host, Daniel, and I'll see you next time.